Good afternoon. I'm here with Riana, who's a first-time visitor to IATEFL. So, would you like to tell us something about you?
Yeah, sure. So my name's Riana Ariens. I'm from Holland, and I've been an English teacher for a year and a half now, almost going on 2. And I teach English in vocational education, so I have very low-level students. And well, I'm living the dream. I'm finally at IATEFL, which I've been wanting to for a while, so I'm very, very happy to be here.
So what have you been doing so far? What have you seen? What have you done?
Oh my God, what haven't I seen? What haven't I done? I've done, I think in the last 2 days, like 12 sessions already. I've really booked myself to the limit. And I think what I really enjoyed was the plenary session this morning by Dorothy, which was mind-blowing. It was so good. And I also had an amazing session this afternoon by 2 Dutch teachers about students taking control in the classroom. So really them organizing lessons and them bringing their own activities, which I thought was amazing because it motivates them and gets them speaking way more than if this teacher is always doing all the work. So I love that as well. I'm really energized and full of new ideas, so that's really great.
Well, if you were going to share one idea with your colleagues when you go back to work, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good one. I think it would be about a session I saw yesterday, a forum on using English outside the classroom, where you use the time between school and work to get students really interacting with the language. So like simple things like putting their phone settings on English and like encouraging them to only listen to English music, things they use every day, instead of just telling them, oh, read a book in English, because they will never, ever probably do that. Especially not my students, because they really hate reading. So, yeah.
And you said that you'd been wanting to come to IATEFL for a while now, so now you're here. Is it like you thought it would be?
Oh my God, it's even better. It's even better than I thought it would be. I got interested thanks to John, who's the president of Belta, and he was my former teacher.
John Arnold.
Yeah, John Arnold, yeah. And he has been raging and raving about IATEFL for years now.
Right.
And I've always wanted to go, but as a student I couldn't afford it. And now that I'm a teacher, people pay for me, so that's really good. Yeah, and it's just amazing, and even more than I expected. The people I've met, the sessions I've seen, if you put me in the classroom now, I think my lessons would be really good, with a little preparation time, but yeah. So
you're obviously enjoying it.
I'm definitely enjoying it, yeah, definitely.
Quite excited about it all.
Yeah. Guilty.
So is there any like tip that you would give to other first-timers coming next year? I mean, is there anything that you felt maybe you could have known before, or?
Well, I don't think it's necessarily something I've known that I think I should have known before, but I do think a good tip is I planned everything out, and I made like color-coded schedules for myself, what I'm doing and where am I. But I got a really good tip from somebody who's been coming to the conference for a while, which is just go to what sounds interesting, and if it doesn't catch your attention in the first couple of minutes, leave and go somewhere else, which sounds quite rude if you think about it, but she says, well, if you really, because there's so much to see, and if you're stuck in a session that you really, after 5 minutes, think this is not for me, why stay if there's so many other things to see? So I think the tip is be a little bit rude, not very rude, but a little bit rude, and just sit in the back, and if you really think, oh, this isn't for me, then move on, because I do think it's hit or miss sometimes. There will be sessions that you are like, this is not really what I wanted or imagined it would be. So a little bit rude, people, just a tiny bit, a little bit. Be Dutch, a little bit.
All right.
There you go.
One last question.
Yeah. You've
got a day and a half left. You staying to the end? Yeah?
I'm staying to the very end.
So what's like one thing that you're really looking forward to between now and the end?
The one thing I'm really looking forward to, I actually have a session scheduled this afternoon about a scaffolded assessment on A1 level, and it's one of the few things I've really seen that's really particular to lower level students, and because assessment is a really big thing in our school, I'm really looking forward to that one. So yeah, that's definitely on my schedule.
Okay, brilliant.
All right.
Well, I hope you enjoy it.
I definitely will. I can tell you I definitely will.
I hope we see you back at IATEFL next year.
All right. I hope so too. I've got to convince my boss.